Hey there, are you looking for the ultimate guide to getting started in web design? If so, be sure to stick around because in this video, we cover the tools that you need, a fast website building process, and we also talk money. All this now. First, let's talk tools. When you're first starting out, you have to decide on what tools and softwares you're going to use. This is very important. And you also have to decide your pace and your level of comfortability with learning new tools and softwares. All of the tools that I mentioned here are powerful enough that they are still being used by experts to this day. Now, some of the tools that I mentioned are not free, but they do offer free trial periods. So go ahead and check those out later. I've linked them all below in the description. Here are the tools that I recommend that you look into. Pen and paper for planning, Wix.com for building your sites, Unsplash.com for your stock photography, FreePic, FlatIcon, and VectEasy.com for icons and graphics, Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator for editing graphics and images. If you've already tried Wix before and you're looking to graduate to the next level, I would recommend looking into Webflow.com for your next website builder. It's a no-code tool and is extremely powerful. Next up is the process. I've gone ahead and simplified my process to get you guys starting and finishing sites fast. The goal is to get in those hours of practice and learning those tools, learning from your mistakes, and tweaking the process as you go along. The steps I take are review, research, wireframing, build, and Q&A, which stands for quality assurance. First, you'll start out by reviewing the goals and purpose of the project. This is usually found in a creative brief and is typically filled out by the client. But for your practice projects, you can create your own. You will use this document to list out the goals, target audience, CTAs, and other relevant information that will guide you when creating your webpage. Next is research. This is where I take the time to study competitor sites and other big players in the game's sites that are doing things the right way. I study the structure of their pages, their CTAs, how they're using different design elements, as well as other important key factors that play a role in web design. I also take this time to research for inspiration for design layout. And there are a couple websites that I like to use that are awesome for this. And those websites are awards.com, behance.com, pinterest.com, dribble.com, themeforce.com, and google.com. Next is wireframing. The idea behind the wireframe is just to get your thoughts on paper, to start using basic shapes to create the structure and different elements that you believe belong on a page. There are wireframing tools out there, Adobe XD, Sketch, Figma. You can do it in Photoshop, Illustrator. If you don't know any of those, that's fine. And it's not important because the best, in my opinion, the best and fastest way to do this is using pen and paper. I actually use an iPad and an Apple Pencil. But in short, you should be asking yourself, what is the best way to design and lay out this page to get the visitor to take the action that I want them to take? Finally, the build. And the reason we're jumping right into the build here and skipping the lo-fi mockup or the hi-fi wireframe is because we don't want to out-design the platform we're going to build in. And what I mean by out-design is jumping into a design program like XD, Figma, Photoshop, you name it, and creating a website that is not capable of being built by the builder that we're going to be using. Now, building with limitations will require you to pivot and sometimes alter your design, but it will also unlock greater creative thinking for you to make it happen. First, you're going to start out by building the structure of your page section by section based off your wireframe sketches. Nothing fancy here, you're just dumping your sketches from paper to the screen and using placeholder objects for images and text. Then, you will review your layout and see if each section fits in the design. And by fits, I mean it complements the following section after it. After that, we will go back to the top of the page and begin styling our content, adding colors, graphical elements, images, adjusting white space, etc. This next step is going to be easier if you're a designer or already have your fonts and colors picked out and have a good understanding for layout design. After you build out each section You will test it on the different screen sizes and make sure that everything responds well to the browser size. The idea behind this process is to move fast, fail fast, and learn fast. Once you've completed building out all your sections, you're going to run through quality assurance or Q&A. This is checking for typos, layout issues, design inconsistencies, browser responsiveness, and other things. Now for the part most of you have been waiting for, the money talk. How am I going to make money doing this web design thing? Where and how am I going to find my customers? The truth is, my friends, you don't need customers. Right now, you need practice.
What are we talking about? Practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
Believe me, you don't want to announce to your friends, family, and potential customers that you're a web designer now and you can help build them their website when you don't even know how. Trust me, it's rough. Practice building websites for industries that you might be interested in. Share those on a regular basis with your family, friends, and audience via social media, and the customers will follow. And now it's time to take action. I've laid out all of the steps and resources in the description below and the steps to take them in. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and be sure to ding that notification bell to find out when I release my next video. In my next video, I go over how to make a website for beginners using the same process inside of Wix.